What's going on, everyone? Juicebags here, and welcome back to my alternate Let's Play series of Dungeon Defenders Awakened. We're level 27 now, and going to be moving on into Act number 3. Let's take a look at the heroes here. This is my squire, kind of mixing it up, still building walls with them, yet focused on building as well as I want to get some harpoon action. Then we've got the Traptress. She is coming along quite nicely. 36 fort, 54 power, and 41 range, 9 rate. The Apprentice is full on deeps now with 90 into attack value. Still have yet to upgrade this staff any further. I would like to get another projectile on it for sure. In fact, can I do that right now? Let's take a peek. Let's see, if we go one more projectile, that's going to cost 293,000. We only have 226, so not quite ready there yet. And then we've got the Monk, who is just straight up doing auras. Pretty well rounded now, and going heavy on the range here. So let's hop on in to Arcane Library on hard mode and get this done. And here we go, the Arcane Library. This map, I just think they did a great job with it. Now, obviously, it is a do-over. It's in DD1 now, and this one, I believe, started from Dungeon Defenders Eternity. It is a super fun map and looks really nice, so they definitely did a good job on this one. Now, starting off here, we're going to have 500. Now, this particular side of the map, we are going to just load it up and make it super beefy, and then do our best to kind of ignore it. So I am going to go with, what do we want? Let's get an explosive trap. We'll go with, yeah, let's get an Inferno as well down. And then just to kind of close the deal over here, let's go with an Ensnare, a Strength Drain, and an Electric Aura, just to keep this lane good and healthy. Besides ranged mobs, I think everything else will just die over here. I will probably have to come over at the end of the map, though, and clean up on those ranged mobs. Now, let's see. We've got 87 DU left, so we spent, 23 of it. And we've still got 4 entrances, so we got another, almost 22 DU to spend per lane. So I just can't go quite as heavy as I did on the other lanes here. So why don't we do this? Let's go with an explosive, and then we'll get a harpoon down behind here. I think maybe something like that will work. Let's do the same thing over here. Now, if this works out, this is going to free up just a ton of DU to allow me to go ham on the other lanes, but I'm unsure if this is going to be enough to get this lane handled. Let's see here, or let's just build out and see what's left everywhere else. Actually, we are out of mana, so there is nothing left anywhere else. Let's do our best just to burn down baddies and protect this side of the map all on our own here. So that staff is definitely due for an upgrade, but, you know, it's not too shabby. It's getting the job done. I do have some upgrades on it, so, you know, it's healthy enough. Should be plenty enough to burn through the start of this map. And, oh yeah, there we go. Now let's see, we've got 652 to work with now, so let's go ahead and move on over. Actually, we need our harpoon right over here, right? So let's go ahead and poon it up. We'll get a harpoon right here. And then we've got this crystal to protect. So, let's see, we've got this side. Let's throw just one spike blockade right there. Let's go with a harpoon, like right on the top of this little dealie here. Actually, you know what? Let's go 2 poons. We'll get 2 poons there, and then what do we want to do for some CC? Let's throw down an Ensnare Aura just to try to CC up that side. And then that leaves us 45, which is a ton. So there's going to be lots we can do here on this big heavy lane. But in addition to that, it's going to allow me to build something else on the other lanes, as it's just not going to hurt. Now let's start off with, we'll go double Splody. So we'll go with Splody here and a Splody there. And then, you know what, let's go double harpoons as well. So we'll go a harpoon here a harpoon here. And what does that leave? That leaves 21 DU. You know what? Let's just go poon crazy. And we'll double it up right here. And that is going to just leave me a little bit. Actually, I'm out of juice now. So I need to go one more wave to get this cleared up here. We'll get it built. I promise. I didn't go back and look at that back lane. There was probably enough mana just land on this back unprotected lane here to more than get the job done for finishing the build. But, you know, failed to come to this side of the map. So this side of the map is doing its job. I wanted to not come over here, and it's looking like I don't have to, so that's a good thing. Everything should get steamrolled pretty good. Now, I'm in a position now where even though I don't have an ideal weapon or have a fully upgraded weapon, I do have a weapon with a little bit of power. So that allows me to just handle loose mobs much, much easier, almost like it's nothing. Let's double poon it here, and then that's going to leave 9 DU left. What do we want to do with 9? I tell you what, let's just, we'll go an Inferno right here. And we'll go an Inferno right here. And then we'll just call it good. We'll leave that 1 DU out. You know what? In fact, let's just throw Arcane, or Elemental Barrier here. Just to make sure we're all squared away. Now, does anything need upgrades? Let's see. I mean, you know. Does anything not need upgrades? Of course, everything needs upgrades. So let's just slam all of our mana in back here. In fact, let's just hit all of the things. I'm not going to bother with the Ensnare, but everything that does damage back here, let's pop an upgrade onto all of it. And then with 174 left, what do we want to do? Well, let's just upgrade one of these harpoons and get it going here. Wave 3 now. So, like I said, anyway, once you get a weapon that you feel like is a usable weapon and you're really willing to dump some gold into, like I've done over the course of the last couple of maps, with this weapon, it just allows you just to really muscle through the content. Now, obviously, you can build it out and try to be as inactive as possible on your hero if you choose to. However, if you want to just blaze right through these next maps and get yourself into Summit as quickly as possible, it's going to be pretty darn easy to do, as you're just a powerhouse here. And as you see, I'm just making really light work of every mob that comes out. So, dedicated DPS hero is definitely getting the job done, even with just a half upgraded staff. Just wrecking the faces, no doubt about it. So we're looking good. We got 32 mobs left, and you know, it leads to a little bit of leisure time here where we can go poking around and looking at the loot. So hopefully some loot drops here at some point. Let's throw some upgrades on these goodies here. Let's see what else we got going. We got nothing at all on the entire map at the moment. They'll come, I promise. They will be here. So nothing spawning yet. That's one of the downsides really on all the campaign maps. If you're in a position where you can just powerhouse through the mobs, there is going to be enormous gaps in the mobs coming out, as, you know, everything's dead right away, so what can you do? You have to just wait. This, however, okay, here they come. I was going to say, this, however, is taking too damn long, but we got little Goboos on the march over here. They're getting all wrecked up just fantastic. And another little push coming in over on this side as well. And then there should be just a couple more. Actually, probably one from each lane, I would guess. But easy peasy lemon squeezy now that, you know, we're on a map with no boss and we have a weapon that's been upgraded. So it's just a completely different game at this point and just blazing right on through. So let's go ahead and pop a couple more ups on this stuff back here. It's all GG's. In fact, let's just go ahead and get it started. We can kind of upgrade on the fly and get it done that way. I'm going to upgrade all of the harpoons, I think. The poons are the power, no doubt. Now, in lanes like this, remember, even with my super short lane on my harpoons, once that harpoon fires, it continues to travel. So, like in this situation, any harpoon that goes through a mob here is going to come straight over to this lane and hit any mobs that might be built up on the wall there. Same thing over here. anything that the harpoon goes through is going to come right over into this lane as well. So you get a lot of double dipping, so to speak, on your harpoons. And ogres, they hit hard, but not a huge problem to burn through if you can just stay alive. I guess that's going to be our hard part. Oh, and he's just going right past that wall, huh? Huh, I got to him in time, but very strange. He didn't aggro to this wall at all. That is unlike ogres, that's for sure. So I will have to be on ogre watch, I guess, for any ogres popping on this side. And this is the side where they're normally at, so we'll definitely have to keep an eye out for any more ogres that might roll on out and make sure I'm taking care of them. Now, I could always get rid of one of these harpoons and just throw down, a couple more walls. I could get rid of that harpoon and that little apprentice wall I had over here, and it would resolve that problem. And I think we'll actually do that for wave 5, just to be safe. So let's get rid of this. 6 mobs left, we'll just let them burn. Let's go ahead and get rid of, say, this harpoon. I think 1 harpoon is enough to clear that lane without any problems. That's going to leave me 7. Actually, that's going to allow me just to do real walls all the way across the deal here. And still going to have 1 left over, so I'll drop my elemental barrier back down. Alright, so let's just go ahead and triple wall it there, since we had that ogre decide not to aggro to the wall at all. And there we go. Now we should have a nice complete coverage here. This particular map, you do have to be very careful of this lane. I actually didn't go far enough over. This particular lane, if an ogre decides they don't want to aggro to your walls, they can walk just up this little trim piece. So you want to make sure that if you can walk it, they can walk it. You want to make sure you can't walk right up this little trim piece here. That one's questionable, but I think it'll be good enough. Let's just go ahead and let it fly. And we'll throw a few upgrades on, say, the explosive traps this time. And then we'll hit the remainder of these harpoons over here. And I forgot to switch back to my apprentice. Oh my gosh. Is this going to be a big fail? This could be very well be a big fail here. I think I'm going to try to tank it out, actually. If I can tank it out here, it is going to take a miserable amount of time to kill that ogre. But I think that might be my only chance of success now that I pulled the super derp. Oh man, and we got 2 ogres too. This is going to be rough. Nope, wrecked. Just wrecked. Now hopefully the poons and explosive trap are going to be enough. I do feel like I need to get rid of those mages that are in the back, as they are just stinking things up here. Let's see if I can get it up into the explosive. There we go. Mages are down. Do we want to play the kite game with the ogres? I don't think we're going to have a choice. Let's get some heals going here. I've got a wall just about to go over there, but got the upgrade off. Looks like we've got 1 ogre about to die. We've got 1 down. It's not pretty, but this is a result of failing to switch over to the correct hero. I've got this awesome DPS hero here ready to go. So what do? I forget about him. So if we can just... Okay, ogre is now dead, so that's going to make life a lot easier. We can force these mages into that explosive trap, and that's really going to help that situation out. This is quite unfortunate. Ooh, did you see that kobold? He almost breached that wall. That was so close. And there we go. We managed to pull it off, but quite sketchy. Don't forget to hit the button, y'all. Get on your DPS character. If you're gonna bother to set one up, for God's sakes, use the damn thing, especially in Wave 5. But look at this. We got epic gear on the ground. The loot is flying like absolute crazy. But that will do it for this episode. Thank you all an absolute ton for swinging by. I do appreciate it very much. Don't forget to click that like button and please subscribe to the channel. And next episode, I will actually use my DPS hero in the last wave. So thank you all once again, and I will see ya next time around. Take it easy.